Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. We're joined by Bloomberg's Nora Melinda. Nora, what are you looking at?
Well, there are a plethora of companies to choose from that are declining. I'm looking at shares of EchoStar. This is ticker SATS. Of course, we know this is the company that essentially sends satellites into space with the entire goal of making the U.S., or really the globe here, a place that has no coverage gap, so everyone should have cell phone signal wherever they go. But apparently they are getting some pushback. Of course, the government really saying that they're not properly utilizing their spectrum services. They say that this is a scarce resource for the public, and so they are now decommissioning parts of the 5G network that they're not currently using. But this is really pulling them back from the goal that they had of becoming a fourth major U.S. wireless carrier here. So we did have EchoStar reporting that had a $16.5 billion charge and agreed to sell more spectrum licenses to Elon Musk's SpaceX for $2.6 billion as it continues to work to unwind some of those parts of its 5G wireless network.
Just sell the spectrum.
Just sell it and move on with it.
Stock's up 200%. We waited 15 years for this. This performance over the last year. I mean, literally, they used to fly us down to French Guiana when they were launching these satellites back in the day. That was always a good
So you're
trip.
like, come on, just finish it off, right?
Yeah. So that was when they were starting out Dish. So that was way back in the day. And then Charlie bought all the spectrum, and everybody said, nobody wants a fourth wireless network. Just buy them, sell them, and let's get out of here.
But they were up more than 200% year to date.
Yeah,
One
again,
thing to note.
That performance, we've waited 15 years for. Go ahead, what do you got?
Well, let's look at the beauty space. We're looking at shares of ELF Beauty. That's ticker ELF. We're seeing shares tumbling for double-digit losses, earlier down as much as 34%. This is the worst day that the company has seen in 7 years. But I mean, of course, if you look on a year-to-date basis, we're also seeing the stock down about 38%. So not the best year that we've been seeing here. But essentially, the company cut its full year outlooks for EPS, and it didn't cut it, it adjusted, it missed expectations from Wall Street here in terms of its full year outlooks for adjusted EPS and net sales, both of those missing expectations here. Analysts are still saying that they remain positive about Rhode, which we know Hailey Bieber, wife of Justin Bieber, she has a makeup line called Rhode. They are still positive on that business there, the partnership there, but they do see weakness in terms of their actual products that ELF has been creating here.
Alex Steele always told me you have to invest in your face. I don't know.
You do, and it's noticeable if during a time of economic softness, if people are not spending as much on makeup, which is not expensive.
And
Well,
ELF Beauty's cheap already.
All I know is during the pandemic, everything in the world was shut down. The Sephora store, out the door. People were going.
That was essential.
That was essential.
Yeah,
All right, one more.
Lastly, looking at the car space, we're looking at shares of CarMax. This is ticker KMX. We're seeing the stock sinking today, the lowest level since 2012. Analysts really warning of margin pressure here, but the company did terminate its CEO over lagging sales. And of course, we know the stock has really taken a nosedive so far this year. Stock is down about 58% so far in 2025, but we really are seeing a lot of people just grappling with and trying to understand here the termination of the CEO. And you're really starting to see that drag here on the company as we're looking at the trade today.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.